Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. In today's video, I am going to be sharing my May 2024 Home Fragrance Empties. Tomorrow I'll be sharing the Beauty Empties, so if you're interested in those as well, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, today we are focusing on all things home fragrance. So I have my bucket of empties off to my side here. I am joined by my assistant Alf, per usual. Here he is. You can really see his cute little face today. So if you're new here, this is Alf. This is my little pug. He is a constant companion, so he is in the background of most of my videos. If you ever hear like some snoring or just breathing, it's not me. It's usually Alf. So feel free to enjoy that free pug ASMR. Just so you guys know, the lighting is funky in this video. I don't want to turn on the big ring light, but I did turn on my like makeup mirror over on my desk over here just to kind of counterbalance the light coming in from this window. So I know these are not ideal lighting conditions, but I don't know, the ring light it's kind of rough on the old eyeballs. When I have it on full blast, even if it's like sitting across the room from me, and I don't want to deal with it today. So we're gonna work with the lighting that we have right now, and I'm gonna go through all of these empties with you. I do have in-depth reviews for pretty much all of these fragrances, so I'm not gonna be talking too much about the scents themselves. I'm mostly just discussing like the overall performance of the candle, whether I finished it by burning it to the end or whether I finished it by crocking it or lamping it. As always, there's going to be a bunch of information in the description box. I'll put the usual, candle crock, candle lamp 101, links for crocks and lamps that I think are amazing quality. I am someone who uses my crocks and lamps pretty regularly, so you will see a lot of candles here that look like they are maybe unused, but I did extract all the fragrance oils from them. Sometimes people ask me about what I do with the leftover wax. There's a video, so check out the description box. There's a video that I recorded last year, I think at some point, that just kind of shows some different ideas that you might want to consider if you have a bunch of leftover wax and you don't just want to throw it in the trash. So at any rate, the description box is a plethora of information. Feel free to check that out. Without further ado, I'm going to dive right into it. And I'm just grabbing, I'm not going by brand or anything like that, but I will save the wax melts for the end. So, cotton candy from HomeWorx. I'll also try to remember to let you know if something was sent to me as PR. This one, just off the top of my head, I know this one was sent as PR because I just recently received this. So this is a part of the Carnival collection. This one burned incredibly well. I will say the wick clip on this middle one here, that loosened on that last burn and it floated to the middle here. So that wick clip was not secured properly. The other ones were, they stayed put, but I burned this like all the way down. It took a little while for this one to kick in, but it is a really great cotton candy scent. The review should be pretty recent here in terms of like videos that I have uploaded, because I just reviewed this like a couple of weeks ago, but it's a great cotton candy scent. But for the first, I would say, couple of burns, I had a little trouble getting this one going. The strength and throw definitely increased as I went a little further down. So would I recommend it? I would, especially if you're a fan of cotton candy, but just know that it might take a couple of burns to really kick in. All right, this is my beloved Sicilian Tangerine. Sorry, I was gonna say Sicilian Tangerine. That's Nest. This is Sicilian Orange from Cringle. I love this one. You guys know how I feel about this particular scent. But I don't know what happened with these particular wicks. This is one of the first times this has ever happened to me with Cringle. The wicks like kept extinguishing themselves. Like they literally like disappeared into the wax. I've never had an issue with Cringle wicks, so something is obviously going on with these particular wicks. When was this one poured? This was a 2021, so I'm not sure if that's just an issue with that particular year. Now, I did recently purchase another Sicilian orange for this summer. This is a staple for me every year. And this is the first time that I've had an issue with, like I said, pretty much any Cringle soy candle. Now the country candles, those, you know, I have had some issues with those, and the wicks kind of not being the best with those quite yet, but they had this nailed down. So I think there was just like a batch of wicks or something that maybe something went wrong, but disappointing for sure. I did end up crocking it, and I did end up using the wax for I make fire starters for the fireplace that we have out in our backyard. So this went to that project. Anyway, love the scent, would highly recommend. I'll definitely, I'll burn my newest one and let you guys know if that one's having issues. It started from the very beginning, so if that one is gonna have issues, it should be pretty evident right away. So I'll let you know in this week's weekly home fragrance roundup how that other one is doing. So, but it's never been an issue before, so fingers crossed. It's not a normal thing here. Raspberry Rosé from Bath & Body Works. I love this. This is also a recent review. Burn this the whole way down. Great performer, amazing raspberry scent. This is by far my favorite raspberry scent that I've tried. I've been trying to kind of find the perfect raspberry. I tried the raspberry jam from Cringle, and that one was not good. I don't know what happened there, but it was not good at all. But if you have recommendations for raspberry scents, I mean, I will definitely repurchase this one, but I'm also open to trying other raspberry scents as well. So help me on my hunt. All right, this is coconut sandalwood. Now this, I did burn to just about the halfway point. Oh, I'm sad. There's like no fragrance left in here. I enjoyed this coconut sandalwood so much from Bath & Body Works that I wanted to like kind of extend the life. So I decided to pop it into one of my candle crocks. This specifically was in our master bedroom. And this gave me almost, I think it was 2 weeks of like continuous fragrance output. I do leave my crocks on 24/7. I don't know that I would necessarily recommend everybody does that. Like probably follow the instructions that come with the crocks, but I've just been doing this for years, so it works out for me. But yeah, I leave my crocks on 24/7. So I like that continuous fragrance output. It's one of the reasons that I think crocks are such a great investment. All right, this is grilled peaches from HomeWorx. Now, I burned this one to the halfway point inside of the house and then popped it into a hurricane in our backyard for the remainder of its life. So this did get a little bit dirty, but that is because it was burning outside. Okay, so this one was interesting for me. At first when I got this was a PR item. This one smelled like farm stand peaches to my nose, but when I lit it, there's this like charred note that kind of comes across as maybe like a smoked or like charred, almost patchouli type note. I don't know where that's coming from. There is a star anise note in here, but I compared, like I have star anise. I use it when I make glühwein. So I always have it on hand, but like I smelled star anise and I stuck my nose in this candle and I just like, I don't find that to be in here at all, but there is like a woody, like a charred woody, that's almost like a charred, like I said, patchouli type note. It's so interesting. At any rate, this one would not be a repurchase for me. I enjoyed it a lot more outside of the backyard. I feel like I smelled maybe more of the peach than that charred note out there. So yeah, but I mean, burn-wise, it was great. Like I had no issues with sooting or discoloration or the wicks petering out. Like it was great burn quality, just the fragrance wasn't really super great. All right, here we have one of my staples. This is my beloved Farm Stand Strawberry from HomeWorx. I burned this one all the way down. I have these from when the Farm Stand Trio was available at QVC. This one, I think, this one says 2021. Yeah, there was, this was when the Farm Stand Trio, I think, was re-released, actually. I don't think this was the first year that the Farm Stand Trio was out. That was probably maybe like 2018, 2019, if I remember correctly, but a great trio of candles. So the strawberry, the peach, and the blueberry, so good. You guys, these are fantastic. The Farm Stand Strawberry is one of my holy grails. No problem with this burn. It's great. Here we have charred pineapple from country candle. So this one actually I burned outside in the backyard as well. This is a very interesting pineapple that has like a touch of almost like a green type note. It's like they somehow incorporated the smell of the crown of the pineapple in with this whole mixture. It's just a very interesting pineapple. I'm not a huge pineapple fan myself, so I did burn this one out in the backyard, and I don't know, our neighbors actually really liked it. We have our neighbors over quite a bit in our backyard here, and they all really like this one. So I think I'm kind of odd man out when it comes to pineapple. Most people love pineapple scents when it comes to home fragrance, but it's just, I don't know. It smells funky to me. Like I can kind of get a little bit of like a BO type smell from it. It's the same for pear, but also it's just sometimes so cloyingly sweet that it just doesn't appeal to me. And I love sweet scents. So let's keep going. Jelly donut. You know, I burned this one into, this one has, the lid on this particular one has always been kind of hard to get off. But this burned like a champ the whole way down. Like she's gone. It's one of the best. I have some backups, not a ton, but I do have some backups. So you'll be seeing another one of these before the summer is over, for sure. All right, here we have Psychedelic Citrus. This was another Cringle Reserve release. You guys, I really like this one. This had a bunch of different citrus notes going throughout. There is an in-depth review of it, but you've got some grapefruit, you've got some lime, you've got a little bit of lemon in here. It's just a very interesting concoction. Burned great the whole way down. In fact, the very last burn, I did end up pouring the littlest bit of wax out of it because I saw there was still gonna be, you know, a decent amount like below the wick clip, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so I did pour that last little bit out. But yeah, this burned fantastic. Just, it's a great candle. Ooh, Vanilla Rose Cone. Okay, Vanilla Rose Cone. I enjoyed this one. This was one that for the longest time I was bummed that I missed the initial release, and then they re-released it and I was finally able to get my hands on it, but then it still took me like several months to get around to burning it. Loved it. No issues with the burn. Great. Fantastic. I loved it. I actually put it into one of my candle crocks to extend the life of it a little bit more. Then I took the rest of the wax and put it into one of my little, you know, fire starter things that I have for the backyard. But this was fantastic. I would say if you like rose scents and you are looking for kind of an interesting take on rose, this, I don't know if it's currently available, but if you want to check on the Cringle website, it'll be with the other reserve candles. These hardly ever go on sale, but you can use my discount code. My code for Cringle is Melanie15. That'll save you 15% off of your order. And that's usually the only discount that you can get on the reserve candles. By the way, just a heads up, there might be some new reserve candles coming soon. So, anyway, all right, orange. Look what we have, another reserve candle. I love this one. This one smells like a really fresh orange juice, almost like the orange juice concentrate. It's really yummy. I adored this one. Burned it to probably about here, and then the last little bit I did put into my crock just to like get a little bit more life out of it, and then I did use that last little bit of wax in one of my candle fire starter things. I keep forgetting what they're called, and I make them all the time. You know what I use is the, I have a bunch of these left over from especially like older HomeWorx candle deliveries. They had these like cardboard boxes that the HomeWorx candles used to be delivered in, like these little like individual cardboard crates. They've made them much smaller now. They've really reduced the packaging for the HomeWorx candles. I kind of miss the deeper cardboard boxes, but anyway, I just pour wax into those. And then once those fill up, we use those as fire starters in our fireplace out back. I do stack them like on top of each other, like 2 or 3 deep basically, because there is some seepage that happens. But surprisingly, unless the wax is super hot, it just kind of, you know, solidifies within the cardboard. And then as that fills up, you can use that to start fires. we do that in our backyard. That wouldn't be convenient if you were, you know, taking that camping with you. But in that video that I have in the description box there, I have done this with pine cones. Like I've collected pine cones in the past, and you can dip those into liquefied wax and then put those in a little Ziploc baggie. Those are light enough to take with you when you go camping, and those make wonderful fire starters as well. So anyway, let's keep going. This is the Nest Himalayan, right? Himalayan Salt and Rose Water. You guys, this is such a beautiful scent. I also have, it should be in here. I'm sure I've come across it, but there was another candle from the Wellness Collection that I recently reviewed as well, the Driftwood and Chamomile. Both of those fragrances from the Wellness Collection, just absolutely fabulous. You guys, would so recommend like checking them out. This one is, it's just a really beautiful rosewater scent. It's very sophisticated. It's definitely not the type of fragrance that I typically gravitate towards, but both of them burned like champs, you guys. Like really, really great strength and throw. Wonderful performance, no sooting, no discoloration, just perfect the whole way down. So I love the Nest 1 wick candles, but I will no longer purchase the 3 wicks or above because, sorry about the snoring. He's really taken a deep snooze right now. But yeah, the Nest 3 wicks or above, they get really dirty and gross on me at the halfway point, and I don't know why, but they do. They're a disaster. All right, this one here is, oh, you can tell this one was in a crock, and then I took it out and it wasn't completely hard, so it dried all funky at an angle, if you will. You can see that there. This is Sea Breeze from Cringle. Oh man, I love this one so much. I actually just ordered 2 more Sea Breezes in the 2 wick format for this summer. This one, like I said, lived the last half of its life in my candle crock, so there's no fragrance left in this. Yeah, when you finish a crocked candle, you obviously can't light it again. This one, the wicks have completely disappeared, but in this one, you might still be able to see the wicks at the, no, well, yeah, you can kind of see. This one has the brand new unburned wick over here. So this is a Fairy's Floss from the Cringle's Fantasy Collection that I just put into my candle crock like from the get-go. So this smells like, it smells like unscented wax. There is no fragrance left in here. I've extracted all of the fragrance oils, but I am left with a bunch of wax, obviously. This one here, I'm gonna set off to the side because I am going to remelt this one more time to be able to use the wax for a fire starter. So yeah, I'm trying to get better about making sure that all of the like wax gets put to some kind of second use instead of me just like, you know, obviously throwing it in the trash. So anyway, I'll probably do the same with this one. I'll remelt it and just use that wax. So, but yeah, again, not wasteful for me. There's plenty of other candles, obviously, that I do burn completely through. So I still have the ambiance going at all times. But it's kind of fun to mix and match fragrances. This candle here actually started and ended its life underneath one of my candle lamps. So we're not talking about crocks in this case, we're talking about a lamp. The HomeWorx candles are too big to fit in any crocks that are currently available on the market. I always get questions from you guys about there being crocks out there somewhere that maybe can fit a HomeWorx candle. No. Listen, the 3 wick candles from HomeWorx that have the same diameter as these guys here, they usually are like the solid white containers with the very simple like printed name of the candle. You know, no fancy label. Those do fit into crocks, but those are not, you know, super abundant from HomeWorx. So if you have their normal either 3 wick candles that are in a slightly smaller container than these, or you have these hobnails or the regular, you know, 18-ounce containers, they're not going to fit into a crock. You can fit those underneath the lamp, however. Now you do want a lamp that has an adjustable arm. This lamp here, it would not work for HomeWorx candles because the arm is not adjustable. So something worth keeping in mind with that particular lamp, I actually have to boost the candle up to where it can get closer to underneath the lamp. If you can see that there, where it would be right underneath the shade. So you can use things like the lids, obviously, to prop the candles up, but it's just easier if you have an adjustable arm. So as pretty as that particular lamp is, I don't regularly have it linked down below because I think the ones that have the adjustable arm really are the best in terms of, you know, if you're just wanting to order like one candle lamp. That's pretty, but it's not the most functional one, if that makes sense. So anyway, this was Christmas cupcakes. I had so many of these that I ordered from HomeWorx, and it's a great year-round scent because it basically just smells like buttercream frosting and cupcakes. So, oh, buddy, my foot's falling asleep, sorry. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know, I'm a terrible person. All right, what are we at? 20 minutes. Oh gosh, I was hoping to not have to edit this, but I know it's gonna happen. I still have a number of candles to get through, and we still have wax melts. All right, this is Bananas Foster from Cringle. Oh, rock star. Listen, if you like Bananas Foster, this is so accurate, so spot on, and a great performer. I actually originally had it in the 3 wicks that was sent to me as PR. And then my husband really liked the scent, but I felt like the 3 wick burned really hot, and it almost turned that brown sugar note into more of like a toffee type note. The 2 wick stays more true to the Bananas Foster, where you don't get that like toffee type note. It stays smelling like just like warmed brown sugar, if you will. So a really delicious scent. And if you are looking for a rockstar performer in terms of like strength and throw, the 3 wick and the 2 wick, you're gonna get good strength and throw from those for sure. Oh, you guys, I love this. This one was sent to me in PR as well from HomeWorx. This is Watermelon Margarita. This one burned like a champ all the way down. So delicious, so good. There is just a hint of tequila to this one, but it's really more watermelon forward. I don't typically like boozy scents, and this was fantastic and a great, like I said, burn quality. This was another one that had a great burn quality, blueberry cheesecake. I love blueberry cheesecake. Now, all of mine are from when I ordered them. I think I ordered these from QVC in sets of 2 back in 2021. Yeah, I think this was a 2021. Yeah, it was. So that's where all of mine are from. I don't have any of these from like Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx. So I can't tell you how those perform, but I can tell you the ones that I bought off of QVC, great performance. I love this particular blueberry cheesecake. It doesn't smell sour to me at all. I love it. I still have a few backups of it, and I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of them. All right, this was Christmas Cake Pops. This was, again, kind of a classic, more straightforward, like cookie type scent, or cake pop, I guess you could say. It's really rich. I smell a lot of almost like a buttercream type frosting in this one. Really yummy. This was around for the holidays. I purchased a backup of it. I was gonna save it for this next Christmas, but honestly, I just decided to pop it into a candle crock because it was a great background scent. Like I said, just being a more like cookie, vanilla, buttercream type scent, it's just kind of nice to have in the background like the Christmas cupcake was. So yeah, I love being able to do that. Coral, you guys, this coral scent rocked my world. I burned this all the way down, and then the very, very last little bit I also put into my candle crock, and then I even extracted the wax out of here with this one. This was a really beautiful scent, you guys. Cringle is actually, if you follow Mick over on Instagram, you probably saw him testing this at his house in the new 4-wick format that's coming. I don't have an exact release date yet of the 4 wicks, but they are definitely, they're gonna be ready, I think, in the somewhat near future. And I'm so excited for these 4 wicks to go live with Cringle. I have a feeling that that is going to be a real game changer in terms of strength and throw. I know a lot of you guys don't get as much as you want in terms of strength and throw out of the Cringle 2 wicks. So I think the 4 wicks are probably where you're going to get what you want the most of. But also, if you've never checked out the Cringle 3-wick candles, check out the 3 wicks. They are, I think they're quite strong, most of them. So here we have, oh, this was mostly, this one wasn't great in terms of strength and throw. This was the Strawberry Kiwi Lemonade from HomeWorx. I will say, I burned the heck out of it. Like, there was almost no wax left in the bottom here. Just not great in terms of strength and throw. If you see this one with this particular packaging, I'm not sure that I would say, you know, go for it. This is one that I think has definitely popped up at Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, but this one was from HomeWorx.shop. So anyway, wasn't super impressed with that one. Here we have Vanilla Coconut Surf from Bath & Body Works. Oh, you guys, so good. I absolutely adore this one. And if this comes back again next summer, I'll be getting this one for sure. Great performance, loved it. All right, oh, here is, let's do these last two candles and then we'll move into the wax melts. All right, here we have a Strawberry Daiquiri from Bath & Body Works. This one went into the crock and then I've already used the wax for another project here. I love Strawberry Daiquiri, although I will say I was kind of surprised that this one was a little bit weaker than what I was used to in the past with this particular scent. It was pretty much a powerhouse in the past, but that one was definitely lighter. And here is that Driftwood and Chamomile. You guys, this wax got discolored, but not because of the burn. I think the my crock actually maybe like scorched the oils or something, because this was just like this one. You see how that difference in the color of the wax there? This one's much more ivory. This one's a little bit more you can definitely tell that discoloration down here. Those are just the fragrance oils from being warmed in the candle crock. This one was so good that even that last little tiny bit of wax that was left, I was like, I want to smell that. So I should actually probably do that with this Himalayan salt and rose water as well, because I can still smell some fragrance in there right now. So maybe I'll pop that into one of my empty crocks. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna return in a second and let us discuss everything in the bottom of the bucket here. All right, sorry about that little forced interruption there, but a lot of times the camera shuts off with me even realizing it when I reach a certain time limit. So this just keeps me from talking to myself. But we're gonna be going through this bucket here in just 1 second. I wanna let you guys know there are a couple more candles and some other wax melts downstairs that I kept down there because I want to talk about them in this Saturday's weekly home fragrance roundup. But those would be considered part of my May empties. And if I brought those up here, if I'm looking at just like the candles, I'm really proud of how much I went through during the month of May in terms of candles. If you're new here, I am on this mission of trying to use up a lot of my candles in my different candle collections. This summer, I'm specifically focusing on HomeWorx because HomeWorx candles are obviously quite large, and so they take up quite a bit of space, and I'm trying to get everything into one closet in our hallway here in terms of home fragrance storage. I don't want candles stored all over my house anymore, so this is a great way for me to really kind of see progress is doing these monthly empties videos. So I'm really proud of myself. Let me know how you are doing on your use it up journey. I know a lot of you are joining me on this little project here where we're just trying to whittle down our candle collections. Listen, I'm always going to have extra candles laying around. I'm not delusional that I'm ever going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I've run out of candles. Like, I have none. I need to go to the store. Like, it's never going to be that situation for me. But also, I don't need like 400 candles in my house. Like, this is not a store. This is a home, and I need to finish a lot of the things that I've purchased in the past, and I need to enjoy those things. There's no need to save things for a special occasion. Every day that you are alive is a special occasion. All right, you guys, let's get into it. All right, there is much here from Scentsy. There's also some vendor wax as well. Let me just mention the vendor wax because those are little packets. I feel like there might have been more, but I don't know that all of these made it upstairs. All right, we have L3 Waxy Wonders Strawberry Blonde. Strawberry Blonde Moment. This was delicious. It looked like a big chocolate bar. It was like tie-dye colors. It was really cute. I enjoyed this. It was yummy, scrumptious, delicious, but it lasted a day. Again, if you are newer to my videos, I'm not a big vendor wax person myself. I feel like sometimes people take offense to this. I mean, no offense if you are someone who loves vendor wax. I just personally find that a lot of the vendor wax that I have used in the past lasts like a day, and then I don't smell anything the following day. And I'm lazy. I don't like changing my warmers on a daily basis. I like to get at least 2 to 3 days out of a wax melt. And I just don't find that I get that with vendor wax. The brands that I've tried, and I've tried probably about 5 or 6 at this point, and it's kind of the same across the board. But there might be other companies out there that last well beyond that day mark that I just haven't experienced yet. But yeah, that's just kind of my own personal take on it. It's never meant to be an offense to any of you that really enjoy the vendor wax. So the Pharmacist's Daughter Pastry Shop. This was jelly donut, morning beignet, and strawberry white cake. This was delicious. One thing I do like about vendor wax is how cute all of these are. I think this came in like a little cupcake that had like a little like wax frosting, and I think there was even like a little blackberry or something at the top. I'm trying to remember which one of these had the cute little blackberry at the top. Oh, it's actually this one. It was the Pharmacist's Daughter It Takes Two to Mango. This was mango sorbet, avo bath, and blackberry jam. This one had the cutest little like blackberry on the top, and it's all made out of, you know, wax, right? So the presentation of vendor wax is adorable, and it's always kind of fun to like cut into like these little cupcakes or donuts. Like they all have different shapes and stuff. That's super cute. But yeah. All right, this is Sassy Girl Aroma Psychiatric Ward. This is butter cookies with blackberry and strawberry jam and vanilla bean Noel donuts and zucchini. This was delicious, so good. So this just came in like little cubes. And then this was 8 Crazy Nights. Blackberry jelly fried dough and a hint of campfire smoke. This was delicious as well. And this was another L3 Waxy Wonders. So that was it for vendor wax. Now to my personal favorite, Scentsy. I don't sell it. I'm not a consultant, but I just get the most consistent performance out of Scentsy. That's why I tend to stick with Scentsy. I do realize it's more expensive than, you know, going to like Walmart for the Better Homes and Gardens or whatever. But again, I like the performance that I get, and they have a lot of really great scents. So, all right, I have a brick here from my club. This is the Blue Grotto. This is very similar to the Puri Blue Volcano. Same complaint that I have with all of the bricks that I get through my club, and that is that this lasted a day and it was done. It basically has the performance of vendor wax for me, which I don't know why, but I swear I do not get as many days out of these bars than I do out of their regular bars. I don't know what the difference is. I feel like maybe since these are made for club and they know that most people are adding these as a half price item, like that's my theory, is they're just like, nah, if people are gonna get these for half price, then maybe we don't make them the same quality. But I don't know that for sure, so I can't really claim that, but it's just a theory that I have that is probably untrue. All right, Very Vanilla. Loved Very Vanilla, but it was very light, so probably won't repurchase this one. Sun Castles, you guys, my heart is broken by this one. I think there's 3. There could potentially be 4. Well, let's just go with these 3 first. All right, this is Sun Castles. Here's my heartbreak. This smells very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 fragrance that we all know as the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream scent, right? From the body cream. So similar in terms of its composition to that scent. But this lasted a day. This is not the norm for Scentsy in terms of performance from the wax. So I took this right out of my club. I put it in my club before I even melted it the first time. And as soon as I melted it, the first couple bars, and I just noticed that the performance was womp womp, I took it out of my club. So I need there to be the performance of at least a couple of days. Otherwise, again, then I could just buy vendor wax. Like, and I don't want to change my wax every day. This one lasted a solid 3 days. This was Hibiscus Sunset. This is really lovely. If you like nice tropical florals, sweet tropical florals, this is a great option. Sugared Strawberry is my favorite strawberry from Scentsy ever. Like, this is the strawberry for me. I know a lot of people like the Coastal Strawberry. Nope, I'm a Sugared Strawberry girl. This is like strawberry with just a hint of lemon. It's a very sweet, sweet strawberry, almost like strawberry preserves, if you will. So good. Another sugared strawberry. So clearly I have a thing. Camu Camu. I love Camu Camu. This was in my top 6 bars for summer 2024 video that I just recently did with my bestie Lisa. Oh, this is mostly passion fruit, but you can smell the Camu Camu berries as well. It's so sweet. It's so tangy. It is just, it's the epitome of summer for me. I adore it, and I have for a very long time. Candy Orchard. Candy Orchard was good. This just, it kind of smells like a combination of like Sweethearts and Smarties. Like you get that kind of almost like chalky note that you get from Smarties in here, but still sweet at the same time. It's such a, this is a great scent. I love this one. I keep wondering like if I should have put this one in my club. I haven't. I don't know if I even still can, but it's good. If you can still get your hands on that one, get it. Ah, tangerine and sugarcane. I love tangerine and sugarcane. I wonder if there's more. No, that might be downstairs. Yeah, that's downstairs for this weekend. I've already finished 2 of these. I purchased these during the most recent clearance sale. I got a 6-pack because they were like $3.60 each or something. This is so good. It's a very sweet tangerine. Good performer. Love it. Sparkling Magnolia. This was left over from last year, I think. I believe that I've had the Sparkling Magnolia in the laundry. Was it Sparkling Magnolia or was it, oh gosh. I know there was a Magnolia. Was it Sparkling Magnolia? I'm pretty sure it was. Lisa, if you're watching, please correct me. Lisa always corrects me. All right, we have 2 happy birthdays. This is in my club. I adore this. It is Funfetti birthday cake to my nose, but some people smell chocolate marble cake. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because you can't get it right now. I have it in my club, but it does come back somewhat frequently for Bring Back My Bar voting. So if you ever see this for Bring Back My Bar voting, always give it a thumbs up. Always vote for it. It's a great one to get back. Some people are like, ugh, no more happy birthday. But listen, for those of us that love happy birthday, we're always gonna be excited to see it come back. All right, berry sweet. This is nice. This is more of like a berry concoction. It's got strawberry, it's got blueberry. I think I also feel like I smell some blackberry in here. I don't know. I like this one, but again, it's not my favorite berry scent from Scentsy. And then the very last one is another holy grail. This is also in my club. It's almond croissant. If you ever see almond croissant being brought back for Bring Back My Bar voting, please just do me the favor and just one entire round of voting, have it go to almond croissant. If you like that true, delicious, like almond croissant pastry note, that's all that this is. It's kind of boring in that way, I guess, but it is delicious. I just can't say enough good things about it. It's so good. And that's it. That is everything, isn't it? Yep, that's everything. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was a very productive month. I mean, there is quite a bit sitting off to the side here that I need to go through and extract some more wax from and then figure out where all of these glass containers are going. I do have a lady that I occasionally will give glass containers to. I honestly don't know what she does with them. This is the wife of one of Craig's friends that I don't know very well at all. And I don't ask questions because as long as she's willing to take all of these jars off my hand and I don't have to deal with like trying to recycle them or get rid of them. Our recycling facility actually does not take glass anymore that has had candles in it. So yeah, which means they just go into the straight up garbage, which I hate to see. I think she reuses them. I think maybe she makes her own candles. I have no idea, but that's none of my business. All I know is she takes my jars and that makes me happy. So I'm gonna set those aside for her. Please let me know what you finished this past month in terms of home fragrance. Let me know what your fragrance goals are for next month. I'll definitely let you know what mine are this next weekend for the weekly home fragrance roundup, because that will be actually the first video in June, because I think Friday is the last day of May. It's crazy, you guys. It's just flying by. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Subscribe if you are new. Alf and I appreciate you watching this video, and there he goes bumbling away. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.